It's the way he tells them, Frank Carson. Blunder Woman herself, Bella Ember. From Coronation Street, Amanda Barry. Champion boxer, Gary Mason. Top Radio 1 DJ, Bruno Brooks. Hello, hello, it's Vicky Michelle. From the Bill, Kevin Lloyd. Showbiz columnist, Baz Bamigboy. TV presenter, Samantha Norman. They're all here to play New Celebrity Squares. And here's the star master of the big box game, Bob Monkhouse.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the only show on your screens that dares to ask questions like tough questions, like, where do people in hell tell one another to go? As for the answers, we get those from 9 funny friends. Hello, celebrities.
Hello.
Wonderful to see you. Our stars say this is just like doing cabaret for the Farmers Union. They never know what's going to be thrown at them. Neither do our contestants. Let's meet our players for tonight. Oh, Heather, will you tell our celebrities all about yourself?
Hello, celebrities. My name's Heather Jones, and I work in the tax office in Cardiff.
Ooh, the tax office. Oh, dear. If Doddy were on the show tonight, he'd be halfway out the door by now. Well, I guess you have to tax us, don't you, darling? What do you think about a tax on Quizmasters?
Good idea.
Good idea. Come to my dressing room later. You can make as many attacks on me as you like. Welcome to the show. Little encouragement for Heather Jones, ladies and gentlemen. Heather is playing the Naught tonight. The cross is being played by Graham. Graham, would you tell our celebrities who you are and where you come from?
Yes, Bob. Hi, celebrities. My name's Graham Knowles. I'm from Coventry. I work as a teaching fellow at the University of Warwick. My main enjoyment is travelling. I particularly like the South East Asian region for travelling.
Really? And can you eat the food?
Yes, I can eat it. Don't keep it down, Smith.
Are you a Chinese food addict?
Not quite an addict, no. But
Ah,
I like it.
for years I thought dim sum meant I am stupid in Latin. God knows it's true in English. Would you please congratulate Graham Knowles for getting it this far? The object of our players is to get 3 squares in a row, up and down like this, or across like this, or even at a slant diagonally like that, or any 5 squares. All our questions have been designed to get the very best out of you, celebrities. It's up to the players to decide whether the celebrities are giving a correct answer or just making one up. That's how they win the squares, worth £10 each in this first round, and a completed game is worth £50 bonus to either of you who completes a winning line or gets 5 squares. And it's important who has the most dosh, because it's the one with the most dough at the end who gets a chance to play for one of these magnificent motors in the Monkhouse Motor Show.
A fuel-injected Mini, a 4x4 Sports, a Cabriolet, a 1600cc saloon, and this 2-litre coupe.
That is the only car pile-up I ever want to see as long as I live. Now, Heather, once again, it happens with extraordinary regularity, I hope you do too, you've won the toss. Would you care to pick a star?
Frank.
Frank, you're going straight to the centre. Frank, it's good to see you, Frank. How are you?
Fine, thanks. I have something in common with Graham as well. I'm doing an open university course on biology and engineering. So just let me know if you ever want your cat welded.
He's wonderful, isn't he? The only comedian whose tongue is fitted with a pacemaker. Now, Frank, according to an old superstition, Frank, is it lucky or unlucky to meet 3 nuns?
Funny enough, I've written a song about that.
You've written a song about that?
Yes, I have. Well, it's going back a bit. I hope it doesn't help the contestant. I wouldn't like to do that. It's, I'll make love to you in the hen house if you'll only egg me on. And the song about the nuns is, none yesterday, none today, none tomorrow. Yes, well, the answer is, Bob, it is a very old superstition to see 3 nuns together.
And it's unlucky or lucky?
It's unlucky.
It's unlucky, says Frank.
I agree.
You're right to agree. Naught gets the square, you win £10. We'll put it up on your little scoreboard like this. Where would you like your first cross to go?
Vicky, please.
To Vicky. Vicky Michelle from Hello, Hello. Welcome indeed.
Thank you. Thank you, Bob.
We love your sexy Yvette. She may have been in the underground, but she never showed much resistance to the Germans, did she? True or false, Vicky? In Tonga, they used to have a god of the wind called Alo Alo.
Tongas, those little things you wear on the beach.
No, they are tangas, you stupid woman.
Now, listen very carefully. I shall say this only once. I haven't the faintest idea. It's so bizarre, I think, that I'll say yes.
What do you say?
I agree with that.
Alo Alo was their first god of wind, weather, vegetation and harvest. You're right to agree with Vicky. You get your first cross in Vicky's square there, and you get £10, so you're level pegging. Where next, Heather?
Amanda.
Amanda Barry, welcome indeed from Coronation Street. So nice to have a soap star without an Australian accent. Amanda, according to superstition, we're still being superstitious here, you can discourage witches by fastening holly in a particular place. Where?
Ooh. Do they put it on a broomstick? No, it'd be too uncomfortable, wouldn't it?
That would discourage them, all right. I'll give you a choice. On your bedpost or on your doorpost? To discourage witches, you put holly on your bedpost or your doorpost?
Bedpost.
Bedpost says Amanda.
I agree.
On your doorpost, it's got to be outside the house, and cross gets the square. No money is won on that square. Where would you like your next cross, I can imagine?
Baz, I think.
Baz Bamigboy, chief show business correspondent of the Daily Mail. You deal with so many stars, Baz, and you're surrounded by them now. Who's the biggest star in the world?
Oh, gotta be Elizabeth Taylor. She's an evergreen. She really is.
She is an evergreen. Right, you can tell her age by counting her rings. This is for... Don't let that get back to her, Baz. Don't let that get back. Don't want her phoning me. Baz, this is for the game. If Graham reacts correctly to your answer, he'll win the game for a £50 bonus. Movie history. During the filming of Gone with the Wind, why did Vivien Leigh complain after kissing Clark Gable?
Well, frankly, my dear, I think it probably has something to do with the cigar in his mouth. No, but seriously, I think he was eating a lot of garlic and he had bad breath.
I disagree with that, I think.
She complained that he had bad breath. Naught gets the square. And no money is won on that. Heather, you're going where I think you're going?
Samantha.
Yes, I think so. Barry Norman's lovely production.
Thank you.
Wish I were a younger man. I'd love a Norman conquest. Samantha, how many wives is King Umtesa of Uganda said to have had? 5,000 wives or 7,000 wives? This is for the game.
I think it depended how he felt in the morning. But, as a guess, I'll go for modest estimate of 5,000.
OK, you win the game with the correct reaction.
I agree.
7,000. Oh. Cross gets the square. No money is won on that square. Where would you like your next cross to go?
Kevin, please.
Kevin Tosh from The Bill.
Hiya.
What's the toughest job in the police force? Have you learned that, Kevin?
Well, I think, well, from my years of experience, I think the toughest thing is actually being just an ordinary constable.
Yeah, I guess it is. Better than walking the streets, though.
Absolutely.
If you cut a worm in half, Kevin, will each separate half grow into a new worm?
That's a bit wriggly, isn't it? Not if you cut it lengthways.
No.
Took me a while to work that one out. Yes, right.
We did mean sideways.
Yes. So I actually, I'd say the answer's yes to that.
I'd agree with Kevin on that one.
It's an old wives' tale. You're wrong to agree. It isn't true. It just ain't true. So the naught goes into that square. No money is won once again. Where are you going next?
Bruno.
To Bruno Brooks from Radio 1. Thank you. I love it already where you say you're going to run down the top 20, because to me it sounds like it's already been run down by a juggernaut. True or false, Bruno? The Roman Emperor Augustus once erected a statue in honour of lettuce. True or false?
Wow. Well, there's no doubt about it, the Romans were very fond of their lettuce, especially at orgies. You know, they'd say, let us have it here, let us try it this way. I say it was true, actually. They'd be mad enough.
I disagree.
He believed it had helped him to recover from a dangerous illness. It is true. You're wrong to disagree with Bruno. Oh, my. The cross goes into that square. No money is won.
Gary, please.
You want to go to Gary and try and get another cross, which will make it 5. Gary, welcome. One of our truly great heavyweights. The other one, of course, is on your left. Gary, in the 1896 Olympic marathon, the man who came 3rd was disqualified. Was it for getting a lift or taking a shortcut?
I don't really know, Bob. I weren't there. Oh, do you want me to answer one way or the other?
Yeah, one or the other. Have a guess.
He was disqualified for taking a lift, and the reason why they disqualified him was that he took a lift off the person who came 4th.
I like it.
Oh, shortcut.
Shortcut.
I disagree with that.
You're right to disagree. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 crosses. He got a lift and a carriage. And you win the game for £50, and it's bringing you to a total of £70. £10 plays £70. Ah, but in round 2, we have a secret square. Here's the star who's sitting in the secret square for this round of the game only. We don't know who that is. We can't see that here in the studio, but we can see what it's worth. Here's the prize associated with that square only.
A gourmet dinner for 2 in a 15th century Cotswold manor house.
Oh, lovely. Raymond Blanc. Raymond Blanc's place in the Cotswolds. Who do you suppose has that wonderful evening out for you, that wonderful meal? Heather, pick a star. It's an 8 to 1 chance.
Frank.
Frank Carson, to the centre we go again. The world's first lion tamer, Frank. He was a man from Manchester. Was he called Manchester Jack or Manchester George?
Just for a moment, Bob, could I say thank you to Central Television for the beautiful hotel they put us up in, the lovely soft Irish linen sheets and the lovely fluffy dressing gown.
Thank you.
Took me half an hour getting my suitcase closed.
Yes. Do you have any recollection of this question at all,
Yes,
Frank?
indeed. The answer, I would think, would be Manchester George.
Manchester George, the world's first lion tamer. Manchester George?
I disagree.
He was Manchester Jack. You're right to disagree. Your North wins the square. And you win £10. But we still haven't found that secret square.
Try Vicky again, please.
Vicky. Vicky is not the secret square, apparently. Vicky, what is cupboard love?
Oh, I think it's what happens at parties when all the bedrooms are full. No, but really, I know all about cupboard love because I spend most of my time in the cupboard with René.
Oh, of course.
And I think what it really means is that it's when someone says they love you, but they don't really, like René says to me.
I disagree, I think.
Insincerely expressed love is a perfect way to describe cupboard love. Yes, you're wrong to disagree. Naught gets the square. No money is won on Vicky Michelle's square. And I can imagine where you're going.
Kevin.
Kevin Lloyd. Kevin, in the USA, there used to be a chain of self-service establishments called Piggly Wigglies. Were they petrol stations? Piggly Wigglies.
Piggly Wigglies? No, I think they were massage parlours. Yes, I'd say they were petrol stations.
Petrol stations called Piggly Wigglies.
I agree.
They were grocery stores. Wrong to agree. Cross gets the square. No money is won.
Samantha, please.
Samantha. Samantha, in a public ceremony, the Roman Emperor Nero married Scaurus. Was Scaurus his mistress, his manservant, or his horse?
I think it would be his horse because that would have been his only stable relationship.
Oh, yes. Very good.
I agree with that.
It was his manservant. Nero married his manservant. Naught gets the square. No money is won. Heather?
Baz.
Baz, of course, for a winning line of zeros right across the centre of the game board. Baz, which famous screen duo were given the nicknames the Iron Butterfly and the Singing Capon?
Little and large, oven ready. No, it was... I think it was...
No, I didn't think you were serious.
No, I think it was... It's a long time ago, this. Jeanette MacDonald and Nelson Eddy, they made 8 movies together.
Eddie and MacDonald. What do you say, Heather?
I disagree.
It was Jeanette MacDonald and Nelson Eddy, known as the Singing Capon and the Iron Butterfly. Cross gets the square. No money is won.
Amanda, please.
Amanda, still we don't find that secret square. Amanda, the practice of having more than one husband at a time, is it called polygyny?
I'd call it gross stupidity.
Well, you married Mike Baldwin.
Well, how stupid can you get? No, it's not.
No, it's not called polygyny.
I agree.
It's called polyandy. You're right to agree. Cross gets the square. £10 is added to your 70, bringing you to £80. You've got to do it, Heather.
Bruno.
Bruno, of course, to block that winning square of crosses across the top of the game board. True or false, Bruno? On important occasions in Japan, it used to be the custom to present the emperor with the gift of a dead parrot.
Ooh, heck. I don't know anything about Japanese history. I can actually speak a bit of Japanese. You know what Japanese for nappy is?
What's the Japanese for nappy, Bruno?
Sakapupu.
Sakapupu. Do you know the Japanese for grounds for divorce?
No, go on.
Alakanuki.
Alakanuki. Right, well, this might backfire on you, but I think it was true, actually.
It's true. Yes, go ahead, Heather.
I agree.
You agree. He was presented with the gift of a dead fish, not a dead parrot. Oh, Cross cannot get the square. If you want to win Bruno Brooks Square, you must do it yourself.
Yes, please.
Bruno, the first professional striptease took place in a music hall in 1894. But in which city? New York or Paris?
I would say it would have to be Sexy Paris.
A £10 square and a £50 bonus depend on how you react to Bruno's answer. He says Paris was the first professional striptease.
I disagree.
It was in Paris.
Oh, no.
Naught gets the square, no money is won. Where are you going?
Gary, please.
Yes, of course. Gary, what's the greatest fight you ever fought?
The fight I fought on the first.
I thought you'd say that.
No, the best fight I ever fought, I think, was against Lennox Lewis, because he beat the life out of me and made me stop and realise that there's more to life.
I remember you were terrific in that fight. He hit you so hard you had to pay to get back in, didn't you?
Good.
Roger Bannister ran the first sub-4 minute mile on the 6th of May, 1954. Was that on a Monday or a Thursday?
Well, the day was never actually recorded because people are still amazed that he done it so fast.
Oh, is that a fact? Then we better go back through the history books in your head and find out, was it a Monday or a Thursday?
What do you reckon? Thursday.
Thursday, 50-50 chance.
I agree.
You're right to agree. You get that note, you get £10 and a £50 bonus. Nobody won this. This will go on. We'll play this for this in the second half of the show. Furthermore, what we will do, because £80 is playing £80 level pegging, we will double the dosh on the second half of our show so that one of our players can try for one of those supercars in new Celebrity Squares.
The new series of Most Haunted continues Tuesday at 9 on Living TV.
Welcome back to the show that's full of stars and cars. And you can see I have two players who are level pegging at the moment. In a moment, we'll double the dosh. First of all, let's say hello again to Heather Jones. Comes from Cardiff. She works in the tax department. She looks very fit. Do you exercise?
Yes, actually, I do some gymnastics in my spare time.
Ah, it's true. I do a lot of walking. I'm very keen on walking. I find it's the best way from getting from my house to the car. You're playing £80 won by Graham Knowles, who comes from Coventry. He teaches at Warwick University. That's right, isn't it?
Yep.
And your ambition?
I'd quite like to do a bungee jump, Rob.
A bungee jump?
A bungee jump.
Tie your braces to Amanda Barry and leap into the air. One of our stars is sitting in the secret square. Maybe the same stars you saw before. Maybe not. I don't know. Only you at home can see that. But it is the same excellent prize dinner at Le Manoir aux Quatre Saisons in the Cotswolds with Raymond Blanc as your chef. And now every square is worth £20. A completed game is worth £100. First chance to pick goes to you, Graham.
Frank, please.
Frank, we go to the middle again. Judging by their average IQ, Frank, which people are the world's most intelligent? The Germans or the Japanese?
Yes, well, it's funny you're talking about that nice dinner there. Actually, I went to dinner the other evening and he said to me, "How did you find the steak?" I says, "I'm a detective." I'm actually learning German at the moment myself, Bob. I'm speaking German quite well, and one day I hope to speak it much weller. I would think the Japanese are the most intelligent of the two races.
I'd agree with that.
The Japanese are more intelligent than the Germans, according to our survey. And Cross gets the square. And you get another £20, giving you 100. Oh, that tells me you've only 60 seconds to play. Heather, quickly, pick a star.
Bella.
Ah, Bella. Bella Emberg. Bella, quick as we can. This British singer and actor was born with the name Albert David Cook. Was it David Bowie or David Essex?
David Essex.
David Essex, says Bella.
True.
It is true. What not gets the square £20 is won. Pick a star.
Bruno, please.
In 1969, Bruno, the US Patents Office granted a patent for a device that monitored the function of the heart. Was it granted to the King of Jordan or the King of Morocco?
King of Morocco.
I disagree.
You're wrong. It was King of Morocco. Naught gets the square. No money is won. Heather.
Gary Mason.
Gary. In 1964, singer Phil Collins starred on stage in the musical Oliver. Which part did he play, the Artful Dodger or Oliver Twist?
Oliver Twist.
Oliver Twist?
I disagree.
He was the Artful Dodger. You're right to disagree. Naught gets the square. £20 is won. Quickly. Baz, please. Who? Baz. In Wales, in 1926, Malcolm Campbell broke the then speed record on land. Was his top speed greater or less than 172 miles? Ah. We'll never know. Oh. I'm afraid we ran right out of time right there, Baz, and we did it with you. We couldn't do it with a nicer fella. So I'd love to go out with you, and we just did.
Thank you.
I have to tell you, Graham, that we never found that wonderful meal that we drew a blank on Raymond Blanc. Nevertheless, you did get the ton. I'm always happy when a contestant makes 100. Thank you for coming to us from Coventry. £120, madam. Alas, no great meal, but 120 quid is worth having, especially when it's tax-free, and it means it's the gateway to your opportunity to play for one of these magnificent motors.
A sporty 1.3 fuel injection Mini in British Racing Green. A superb Saturn Black 1.3 4x4 Sports. A stylish Cabriolet in Pacific Blue. An elegant 1600cc saloon in Ocean Blue. And this sleek 2-litre Flame Red Coupe.
You stand on that little T just there and get yourself really comfortable, Heather. And when you're comfortable, we'll start. Are you ready? Okay. Every star has a car. You can see they're all there. All the cars that are arranged behind us and the big frame-up are also there in the frame-up of stars. I want you to give me 9 of a kind. If you can, then you will win a car. Between each answer that you give me, Heather, please give a short pause so that I can say yes and confirm that it's a right answer. If it's no, don't worry. Wrong answers don't count against you. Let's black out the boxes. Thank you. There have been 41 presidents of the United States of America. We want you to name 9 of them. Good luck. Your 30 seconds will begin now.
Garfield.
Yes.
McKinley.
Yes.
Bush.
Yes.
Reagan.
Yes.
Nixon.
Yes.
Roosevelt.
Yes.
Ford.
Yes.
Carter.
Yes.
Buchanan.
Yes. That's one. Oh, you got it. Oh, baby. You did it. Oh, you clever girl. Give me a kiss. Isn't she great? How many seconds did that take? You did it so fast. I didn't even know you'd done it. I got down 8 marks here. Yes, you won a car. Which car? Which car would you like to take? Any idea?
Cabriolet.
The cabriolet. You'd love that cabriolet. Yes, you would. Yes, I know you would. OK. They always say to you, don't push your luck. That's what people say. But today we want you to push your luck. There's the little red button that we want you to push it with. Here first is a sample random pattern of lights. Let's flash the frames for Heather. What you want to do is chase the light and stop it on the square you want that contains the car that you are after. You got the idea? Yeah. All right, then. Good luck. You have, during the next 5 seconds, to push your luck. You got the coupe! Oh, that's the big red beauty! Oh, you've got that wonderful coupe. That's the best car we've got. Yes. That's the biggest and the best. You are the best today. Thank you so much to Amanda, to Bruno, to Kevin, to Baz and Frank and Samantha, to Vicky and Gary and Bella. Thank you for being with us. And I know Heather's happy to be with us because she's got that big, red, beautiful coupe. Join us this week and every week on the new Celebrity Squares.
Join Jane and James to play The Phrase That Pays in the Glory Ball, and that's followed by Mr. Tarrant's offer of £1 million. It still stands next on Challenge.